Minerva football versus Rootstown. Sound test 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 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 That ain't good. Testing 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Testing 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Test, test. Hey, those she's watching. You got a copy on me? Coach Green's mic test 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
managers of country recently out said, we proudly present for 2020 Pride of Minerva. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and raise your hats to the flag of the Star-Spangled Banner that remains standing displaying the Minerva High School alma mater.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, we welcome you to Minerva High School at the Dr. Lottery High Stadium, the home of the Minerva Lions. Our starting lineup tonight are brought to you by Sandy Springs, Park Park, Kentucky, and Pistons, Jacksonville. Introducing the starting defense for the Rootstown Rovers. Playing the safety, a junior, number 4, Donovan Burkett. Playing cornerback, a junior, number 9, Xavier Burkett. Playing safety, a senior, number 19, Carson Lavasilla. The linebacker, a senior, number 21, Dalton Duvall. Playing cornerback, a sophomore, number 23, Brandon Boggs. Playing linebacker, a junior, number 32, Isaac Cituro. Playing linebacker, a sophomore, number 40, Andrew Nero. Playing defensive end, a senior, number 42, Austin McKibben. Playing defensive end, a senior, number 55, Tommy Weiss. Playing tackle, a junior, number 57, Sandra Prokachek. Playing tackle, a senior, number 79, Gage McIntyre. Rovers are coached by Mr. Bob Trehan. That's Trehan. Now introducing the starting offense for your Minerva Lions. Playing quarterback, a junior, number 3, Raymond Costia. Playing wide receiver, a junior, number 5, Nick Chaddick. Playing running back, a senior, number 10, Jimmy Collins. At the fullback, a junior, number 35, Kale Louise. Running back, a junior, number 36, Eric Murray. Playing guard, a sophomore, number 54, Caden Haynes. A senior, number 65, Sean Hanley. Playing tackle, a senior, number 72, Jarrett Burris. The center, a senior, number 75, Derek Hurst. Playing tight end, a sophomore, number 86, Matthew Phillips. And playing guard, number 53, Logan Williams. The Lions are coached by Mr. Ross Hundley and assisted by Mr. Alex Albert, Mr. John Carl, Mr. Brian Classia, Mr. Everly, Mr. Matt, and Mr. Zach Wade. The officials for tonight's ball game. Referee, Mr. John Evans. Umpire, Mr. Kevin Jackson. Linesman, Mr. Scott Lechner.
Good evening and welcome to Minerva, Ohio for tonight's Week 9 matchup between the Minerva Lions and the Rootstown Rovers. We're here at Dr. Robert H. Hines Stadium for Week 9 between the Rovers, who come in with a record of 2-4, and your Minerva Lions looking for their first win with a record of 0-8. The Lions enter the field to the band playing the fight song here with about 3 minutes until kickoff. I am Sean Green, along with John Cross to my right, to bring you the stream and the call tonight for Week 9. A couple of things of note. We'll go with the sponsors for tonight's game. They are, as always, Sandy Springs, Clark and Chaddock, and Kishman's Gas and Go. We thank those companies for their sponsorship to bring you the game tonight. And the game ball donations, as always, thank you to Dr. DiDomenico, who's down on the sidelines taking care of our athletes as always. Interesting matchup tonight. This is a replacement game for what was normally scheduled to be Sandy Valley. However, Sandy Valley continues on in their playoff trek tonight, and Minerva picked up Rootstown as they were looking for a game. Rootstown comes in 2-4, just playing 6 games this season instead of the 8 that normally would be played by through 8 weeks, but they have not played since October the 2nd. They lost to Mogador 28-7 3 weeks ago, so they have not played a competitive football game for 21 days as they enter tonight. They will wear the white jerseys, Rootstown with the blue pants, Minerva, the home team, in their October pink jerseys, gray pants and gray helmets. A couple statistics to run by you as we get tonight's game going. Leading rushers for Minerva entering the game tonight. We should see a heavy dose of these backs. Ryder Hartshorn, 468 yards and 5 touchdowns. Jimmy Common, 454 yards and a score. And last week we saw a heavy dose of Cale LeWeave, who's now up to 226 yards and a touchdown. Through the air, it'll be junior signal caller Braden Costia, 256 yards and a touchdown through the air. His main man is Eric Murray, number 36, who has 100 yards receiving on 6 grabs. The referees enter the field. The teams meet with their coaches one final time, and we get set for week 9 here of the high school football season between the Rovers and the Lions. Team statistics, very interesting tonight. Both teams have struggled to score the football this year. Our Minerva Lions come in just averaging 12 points per ball game, 96 points in their 8 contests. Rootstown has even a bigger struggle putting points on the board, 53 points in their 6 games. They average just 8.8 tonight. So we'll see how this goes. Minerva will kick off first. Kicker Nick Chaddock, number 5, to tee it up. And we'll be on the lookout, as always, Coach Cross, for the onside kick.
Yeah, Minerva's special teams game this year on their kickoffs have been pretty interesting and exciting to watch.
That they have. Chaddock has the ball teed up in a normal fashion, and as I say that, as you see on your screen, he flips it side to side. They have recovered in the last 2 home games that we've covered on the stream 3 onside kicks. We're about ready for action here. 12 minutes on the clock, and away we go. Week 9, high school football. Chaddock approaches the ball, and he squibs one up the right side across the 50. And it looked like Rootstown was ready and jumped on it near the 48-yard line. So the Lions will be on defense first. 11:58, 2 seconds off this clock here in week 9. Not a large roster for Rootstown, just 37 players. Very similar to the 38 that Minerva carries. Getting the play call from the sideline, signal caller number 7, Colby Clavicilla. Play clock to 10 here on the opening play. First down from the 49-yard line, they'll call it. The snap and a quick handoff up the middle, not much doing across the 50, a gain of maybe 2 yards. Running back tonight for Rootstown was number 32. That would be Isaac DiTiero, the junior running back, 5'11", 180 pounds. Second down and 8 after the gain of 2 by DiTiero. Another shotgun snap. It's DiTiero again, straight ahead, and the Lions defense is ready in the middle. Another short gain will bring up a third down and about 6 after they set this next ball. The ball is directly in the middle of the giant red lion here at Dr. Robert Hines Stadium. 73 degrees at kickoff, a beautiful night. They do expect rain later tonight. We hope to avoid it. I just checked the radar a little bit ago. It looked like about 10 o'clock it'd be coming in. We do have a pretty stiff wind that's been kicking up from the south to the northeast here, so we'll keep an eye on the kicking game and punting game tonight as well. Third down and about 7 now. Rootstown, they're going to throw their first pass. Guns it out to the right, and it is caught momentarily, dropped on the sideline, but ruled a catch on the far side. That's hauled in by number 19, Carson Clavicilla. I'll just go ahead and assume, John, that they are brothers, 2 Clavicillas on one team.
I would assume it's not too common, so I'm going to go with that.
Clavicilla, number 19, is a senior wide receiver. Caught that one and moves the ball down to the Lion 37. Snap over the head. Lions trying to get there. Clavicilla jumps on it, but back in Rover territory at the 49. That's going to go down for a huge loss. 14-yard loss back to the 49 of Rootstown. And that'll set up the Rovers at second down in about 23. A huge mistake out of the gun. We do have a flag on the play. It's an illegal procedure against Rootstown, which I would imagine they have to decline if they're able. The ball's set, the marker's set at the 50-yard line directly. It'll be a 13-yard loss. Penalty is declined. And now a big hole for the Rovers back at midfield. So after their first down of the night, an errant snap puts the ball back at midfield and sets up a second down in about 23. So draw straight ahead. Again, number 21. This will be a new running back, Dalton Duval. Senior running back pushes ahead to the 44-yard line, a gain of 6 on the play. Duval's first run of the night. 3rd down, 17. See if the Lions pin their ears back and come after Clavicilla. It's another run straight ahead. Duval again off the right side to the numbers at the 40, and he's tackled down near the original line of scrimmage at the 37. It's a pickup of 7 for Duval, his second carry on the drive for 13 yards, but that gains back the 13 yards they lost on the errant snap, and it's 4th down and 10 at the Minerva 37. They show no signs, Coach Cross, of punting here. They await the play. 9:45 running clock here in the first quarter. 4th down and 10, and a huge opportunity now for the Lion defense to get off of the field. Play clock down to 8. Colby Clavicilla's got the ball here in the gun, fakes the handoff, looks out to his left. The pump fake, and now he guns one deep down the middle, and it's overthrown and intercepted. That's picked off. It's junior Braden Costia. He's got it from the 15-20 across the 30 to the 35-yard line. And the first turnover of the night goes to Minerva defense. Braden Costia, an interception and a 20-yard return, set up the Lions at their 36-yard line for their first offensive possession. Coach Krause, great to see the Lion defense get a stop. They've been much maligned most of this season, giving up 45 a night. They get a stop on their first possession.
Yeah, they did a real good job of the two big guys up front, Burris and Hurst, collapsing that line, not letting them get any yards on the ground and forcing them to go to the air. And Kostia picked that off, and we'll get Minerva going here on the offensive side tonight.
Errant throw by Clavicilla. This all started with the 13-yard loss on the errant snap. And now the Lions take it. Costia's got it. He gives straight ahead. And it's Cale LeWeave, I do believe, the fullback, diving ahead for no to little gain on that first run. The ball sits at the Lion 36-yard line, and that is no gain for Cale LeWeave on his first carry of the night. 2nd down and 10, under 9 minutes to go first quarter. Senior center Derek Hurst carries the ball to the line of scrimmage. Costia under center's got the snap. This time he fakes it and keeps it around the left end. He gets out near the 40 and across the 40 before he's stacked up near the 41-yard line. A gain of about 4.5. Costia through 6 weeks did not run the ball very often. A change in the offense put him as a focal point last week. He carried for 70-plus yards, and he gains 5 on his first run tonight to set up the Lions with a 3rd down and 5 from their own 41 with an 8-minute to go in the first quarter clock. Costia under center. He's got the snap. Turns and hands off, and nothing doing straight ahead. Second time they've tried that with no success. That's Cale LeWeave. He may have lost a yard on that play, and the punt team will be coming out. So after a bright spot with the interception and 20-yard return, the Lions are able to gain just 5 yards in 3 runs and are now looking at a punt from their own end of the field. LeWeave the carry there, his second carry for nothing. And at 7.5 minutes to go first quarter, the Lions will punt. This is left footer Eric Murray catches it back at his 35, and he skies a punt. Not a lot of distance, but gets a good roll. It bounds out of bounds near the 30 and will, in fact, be marked at the Rootstown 30. So the punt travels just 29 yards after the bounce, no return, and at 7:28 to go in the first quarter, Rootstown takes possession for the second time. Minerva 3 runs, 5 yards. Rootstown did pick up a first down, one first down in their first drive before the interception. And Clavicilla and Duval and the Rovers back on offense here. 7.5 to go. Out of the gun. Clavicilla's got the snap. Back at his 25. He backpedals. Now guns one out to the left. It's caught. That is number 4, Donovan Burkett. And he gets back near the original line of scrimmage. He had to come way forward to make that catch. Caught the ball 5 yards behind the original line of scrimmage. And then fought his way back to the, we'll see where the spot here is. I think they may give him a yard out to the 31. So a long pass turned into a short gain. A gain of 1 for Donovan Burkett, his first catch of the night. Second completion tonight for senior signal caller Colby Clavicilla. He's now 2 of 3. All 3 balls have been caught, 2 by his team. And good news for the Lions, 1 by us. Now he goes under center for the first time, takes the snap from the 31-yard line, hands off, and the Lion defense has been stout in the middle so far in the first 2 series. That run by 32 Isaac DeTiro went nowhere. Back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 9 coming up. They've tried DeTiro 3 times straight ahead. He's got 3 carries for just 3 yards. Play clock at 15. Game clock clicks under 6 minutes here in the first quarter. Scoreless game. Rootstown second possession. They've got it at their own 31 here. 3rd down and 9. Hard count, no movement. Slides out to the right. Clavicilla guns one out to the right. That's complete. That's number 85, and he's got enough for a first down for the Rovers. 85 is Nick Wannick. Makes the catch, the 6-foot junior, and he picks up yardage from the 31 out to the 42. It's a gain of 11 on the play. 3rd different receiver hit by Clavicilla tonight. He sits at 3 of 4 passing now for 29 yards and an interception.
Just gave him a little bit too much room there on that pass outside, and he just picked it up by a couple yards.
3rd and 9, they allowed him to get the necessary yardage. 11 yards on the gain. First down, Rovers, their second of the game. Another throw. Clavicilla's going for it all. 85 again's out there against Zach Morton. He's got the catch inside the 20. A beautiful ball by senior Colby Clavicilla. Hooks up for the 2nd consecutive time. This time for a big gain to Nick Wannick. And he takes the ball all the way inside the Minerva 20. The ball actually sits exactly on the 20. That is a gain of 38 on that pass. And the Rovers are in the red zone at the 20. 5 minutes to go first quarter. No score. Rovers look to strike first. Clavicilla has the snap. This is Duval. And again, not much doing in the middle of that defensive line. Big Derek Hurst, big Jarrett Burris. Also Sean Hanley in on the tackle. Duval gained 3 straight ahead on his 3rd carry of the first quarter. The Rovers have racked up 3 first downs so far. Clavicilla's got him to the line. It's Duval again, and he goes nowhere. Big hit. Jarrett Burris got him first. Ball came out. It's on the turf, and I do believe Minerva's recovered the fumble for their 2nd turnover of the first quarter. Big Jarrett Burris came flying in there from the D-line and put a hit on Duval, knocking the ball loose. Minerva recovers, and the 2nd time today on their side of the field force a turnover. 2 turnovers already for Rootstown. And that's a big stop, John, is a lot of momentum on that drive with completed passes all the way down to the 20.
Yeah, Burris got a big hit there, popped the ball loose, and Minerva's going to go on the offensive here.
Costia from the 17 tosses to the left side. Running the football, I believe, for the first time tonight is senior Jimmy Common. Picks up some yardage from the 17-yard line. Short gain out to the 19. Common's first carry of the night nets 2 yards. and brings up a 2nd down and 8. So the defense for Minerva, which just gives up 45.8 points per ball game this season, has been a weak spot for this team, has held tight on their side of the field with an interception by Costia and then a forced fumble by Jarrett Burris. Costia's got it again. It's a fullback dive off the right side near the middle of the field. Clock continues to run now. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Cale LeWeave pushed ahead on that carry, gain of 3. His 3rd carry of the first half. And another 3rd down and 5. Second time we've been in this predicament. 3rd down 5. Costia's got the snap. Fakes a toss, now hands off, running left, it's Jimmy Common. Got room to the 30, a lot of room, 35-40, turns on the speed, lowers his shoulder across the 45, and is dropped out at the 48-yard line, a big 25-yard run. Jimmy Common powers ahead for the first Minerva Lion first down of the night. And John, we'd like to see more of that. Common's got speed, he's got power. They've got to find a way to get him to the outside into space so he can use both of those attributes.
Oh, yeah, a couple weeks back, Jimmy Common had an awesome first half and had over 100 yards, got a knee injury, had to come off, and see if we get a dose of him here.
Second leading rusher coming into tonight's game as he approaches 500 yards on the season. This was a handoff to the LeWeave that was blown dead, and I believe what's going to be the first accepted penalty of the night. We had a penalty earlier that was declined on Rootstown, declined by the Lions. This is going to be, I think, movement up front as the official checks his mic and gets ready to make the call. It's a false start. First penalty of the night on Minerva. Sets the ball back to the 43-yard line, 1st down and 15, and not a spot Minerva wants to be in. They don't throw it a lot. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and longs are not the recipe for success. Costia's got it. Sticks the ball in the belly of Cale LeWeave. And I think Costia wants a redo on that play. LeWeave fell forward for maybe a yard. But on that quarterback read, I think he should have pulled that one out. He had some space to his left to the outside. And as soon as he did not pull the ball out, you saw the look, kind of the expression on his body that he wished he would have. 2nd down and 14. The ball rests at the Minerva 44. Costia's got it. Again, he gives off to LeWeave. And LeWeave crosses the 45 to the 46-yard line. That's a gain of just 2. And now the Lions in a huge predicament. 3rd down and 12 from their 46. No passes yet from Costia. Rootstown has aired it out 5 times, 4 completions for 67 yards throwing already in the first quarter for the Rootstown quarterback Colby Clavicilla. The clock runs down to 2:09 before a timeout is called by the Minerva offense. So first time out of the night, this one charged to Minerva, 2:09 to go in this first quarter of a beautiful night, 72 degrees now, and a slight wind pushing off to the northeast. Rain in the forecast, as mentioned, but the radar looks like that may hold off until late in the game or possibly after the game. We can only hope, as it's a beautiful temperature and a beautiful night for high school football here on the stream in Minerva. Dr. Robert H. Hines Stadium. No score, 2:09 to go first quarter. We'll take a timeout and be back for this 3rd down and 11 play for Minerva. Back here, Coach Green along with Coach Cross and Maddie Cross, bringing you the stream here on week 9. Minerva out of their first charge timeout. Let's see what they dial up on 3rd down and 11. 1 first down on the drive. It was a 25-yard run by Jimmy Common. It's been a steady diet of run plays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 so far for Minerva. No passes. A steady balance for Rootstown, 6 runs and 4 passes. Here's another handoff. This is Common across the 45 to the 50. Well short of a first down. Common's 3rd carry tonight, just a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 4th down and about 7 for Minerva, and it looks like the punt team will come in for the second time. Eric Murray punted the first one. A lot of hang time, not a lot of distance. Got a good roll for 29 yards. We'll see what the left footer can get on this one as he awaits the snap back at his 38-yard line. The snap will come from midfield. There's the snap. It's a good one. Murray's got it, and he left foots it out of there down the left sideline, twirling and taking a hit at the 19, kicking out of bounds near the 16. They'll mark it officially at the 17-yard line. So a 33-yard net, 33-yard punt for Murray, his second punt of the evening. And Rootstown takes over in a scoreless game at 1:25 to go here in quarter number 1 from their own 17. As mentioned, both teams have had trouble putting points on the board. Rootstown has reached double figures just 2 times this year. In fact, they've won both of those football games. A 20-14 opening night win against Crestwood, a 14-0 shutout of Manchester. They only average 8 points per ball game. Minerva just 12. We'll see, points are at a premium at this point. Clavicilla guns one out to the left, and again, there is his favorite target, number 85, the junior Nick Wanick, with a catch and another first down from the 17 out to the 27. It's going to be a gain of 10, and as we've seen, John, Clavicilla can throw the football, his 5th completion here of the first quarter.
Yeah, he can, and he's been given a lot of different looks to this Lions defense. He's been on both, 85's been on both sides of the field. He's not really in the same spot, trying to confuse them.
He's done a good job of that. Wanick's had a 38-yard catch down the right sideline, an 11-yard pass short on the right, and a 10-yard gather there on the left. First down, the 4th one for Rootstown out to the left. There's the pump fake. Now they're looking to get it all. Clavicilla's going to keep it. He's in trouble. He's hit at the 25. He may have fell forward for a gain. That's one of those defensive linemen's nightmares. You've got him for a sack, but he falls forward for about a half-a-yard gain, and it goes down as a 1-yard run for Clavicilla, the senior quarterback for the Rovers. 1-yard gain, gets the ball out to the Rootstown 28-yard line. 6 passes for Clavicilla. That's his first run, although he didn't look real comfortable with that one, falling forward for a 1-yard gain. 6 passes, 7 runs for Rootstown as we click down near the end of the first quarter, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So, points at a premium. No score at the end of 1. Rootstown will have the ball 2nd down and 9 from their own 28 when we return. Back here at the ever-famous Dr. Robert H. Hines Stadium. Beautiful night. We're ready for quarter number 2 and a quick-paced first quarter that saw both teams run the ball quite a bit. The Rovers did throw it 6 times, completing 5, which kept the clock running as well. A couple scores of note in the first quarter. I see John has another live stream up on his phone. 2 minutes to go in quarter number 1. It's Malvern and Dalton in their, what is it now, 3rd week of playoff action. Dalton struck first. They lead the Hornets 7-0 in a pretty good matchup of smaller school teams. Other school scores, Perry 7, Dublin Scioto 3, Massillon 14, Hoover nothing. We'll bring any other scores. I know another one of interest for a lot of local folks would be Alliance and Louisville squaring off tonight. Also, Fairless just went ahead of Canton South 7-0. They've entered the second quarter there at Fairless. So 12 minutes on the clock, ready for play here in the second quarter. The Lion defense has bent a little bit tonight, giving up a lot of passing yards, but has not broke. They forced 2 Rover turnovers. Clavicilla's in the gun. 2nd down and 9 from his own 28. He's got a high snap and he hands off. This is number 22, Cody Kuntz, I do believe. His first carry of tonight's ball game, and he plunges ahead. Sophomore running back Cody Kuntz, 165-pound sophomore to be exact, and he picks up 5 off the right side of the line. In a hurry go the Rovers, and a weird play call here on 3rd down and 5. They smash it up the middle into just massive bodies. They needed 5. They got nowhere near 5.
Looked like a little
got about
quick,
3.5.
Quick QB sneak there.
Quick QB sneak, I think it was. Clavicilla on the keep, picked up 3. Brings up about 4th and 1.5 yards, and they're right up to the line again. We may see the same play. Looking to get a hard count. Clavicilla backs out from under center and checks with his coach on the far side. Now back under center. A lot of Lions in the box on this play. He turns. It's a quick handoff to the fullback, and I don't know. There's a big pile of bodies. Both players are pushing the pile each way, and it's going to come down to where the official wants to plant his foot for this 4th down play. Gutsy call here with no score and points at a premium from their own 37. They went with a quick handoff. I think it was 32, Isaac DiTiro, who had 3 carries for 3 yards prior to that one. They're going to put it down. Minerva thinks they have the stop, and I believe that they do. It's going to be short. Not even a measurement coming. It's a gain of 1 for DiTiro and another stop by the Minerva defense. When's the last time we saw this? 3 consecutive stops for that defense in pink.
It's just a weird sequence of plays for the Rovers. I just don't understand the quick sneak whenever they're moving the ball, and now that cost them.
I agree. They've had a good balance of throwing the football and running with different running backs. To get up there on 3rd and 5 and try to jam it straight ahead 2 times in a row didn't work, but we'll take it. Lions take over in Rover territory. Best starting field position of the night as they start at the Rover 36. Costia's got it. I believe, boy, it's hard to tell. Costia does a pretty good job sticking that in the belly of the running back and then sometimes pulls it. That'll be Ryder Hartshorn, I do believe, the freshman, the leading runner on this team with his first carry. And he goes off the left tackle, off left guard to the 35-yard line, a gain of 2 for Hartshorn in his first quarter. Ryder Hartshorn, the freshman, came in leading the team with 5 touchdowns and also 468 yards on the ground. Costia back up under center. He's going to toss it out to the right. This is Common. 40, makes one man miss at the 35. Kind of got tripped up there. Number 21, Dalton Duval, with a nice ankle tackle to bring down Common before he could get in space. The Lions ran that play about 4 times last week to no avail, and this one didn't gain much as well. That's a gain of nothing for Common. And another 3rd and long. So the Rover defense, we've talked about their offense only getting 8 points per game, a 2-4 team, but they only allow 20.5 points per game as well. Pretty good in high school football to hold teams to 20 points or less. So their defense has been stout. In fact, they have not given up more than 28, but just once this year. They gave up 35 and a loss to 7-0 Garfield. Costia's got it. He fakes the toss to Common. Here's his first pass of the night. He throws deep down the middle. He's got Murray, and it is in and out of his hands. A diving attempt at the 1-yard line. Murray shed the defensive back. He was stride for stride there with Brandon Bobbs from Rootstown. Got a step on him at the last second, lunged out for a diving attempt that fell through his arms as he hit the ground. I think the ball kind of got jarred loose. And at 9:24 to go here in the first half, the Lions barely miss an opportunity to get points. And now a second timeout going to be called here as they set up for 4th down and 9. That was Costia's first attempt of the night. Took a quarter and a couple of minutes in this second quarter. He put it pretty on point to Eric Murray, but just out of the reach. Could have been a big play. So set the stage here. Minerva's got it at the Rootstown 35-yard line. It's 4th down and 9. They're going to go for it. They're just debating what play they want to use here. Costia threw his first pass of the night on that play. They've used Common for 4 runs, Louis for 5. Costia's kept it once, and Hartshorn's run it once. But with 9 yards to get, you got to imagine, Coach Cross, that they're probably going to want to throw it here.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll see some trickery or something here. It's been hard to gain yards on these guys, so maybe they got something in their back pocket to get this first down here and keep the drive alive.
So Minerva with an opportunity here 4th down and 9. But on the plus side of the field, the ball's directly on the 35 at the right hash now. Too far for a field goal. It'd be 52 yards. Costia's got it. Play fake to Common. He looks deep down the middle and guns one. Markins is out there. The ball flutters, and it is, I believe, caught. Touchdown, Garrison Markins. Costia put it up. Markins went up and got it. And the first score of the night goes to our Lions at 9:18. A nice ball by Braden Costia. Markins hauled it in traffic, and it's 6-0 Minerva. On the 35-yard strike, Markins hauls it in. That is his just 3rd catch of the year and his first touchdown grab. It was a beauty. 35 yards down the center of the field. 6-0 Lions. Well, we knew they had to take a shot there, John, and Costia got a lot of air under it. Markins timed his jump well and went up and got it.
Yeah, Markins showing good athletic ability there to get in the air and get the hands on that and bring it down. Had to fight for it.
Nick Chaddock out of the hold of Braden Costia, who just tossed the 35-yard strike, and that kick is right down Main Street. 7-0. The Lions strike first here in quarter number 2. 9:18 to go in the second. 35 yards. Costia to Markins. We'll be back after this. Back we are here with 9:18 to go in the second period, and Minerva's got the lead. The Lions searching for that first victory of the year. As we mentioned, Rootstown just 2-4, have not played in 3 weeks. Have not played since they took a 28-7 loss at Mogador back on October the 2nd. So that's a long time in between games in high school football. With all that's going on, they've had a game canceled and the playoff game moved. And here we are at 9:18 of the second quarter, and Minerva is on the board first. A 35-yard ball from Costia to Markins. Chaddock is going to squib this one up the right side off the Rootstown hands team, but it fires out of bounds after it hit a Rootstown player on their side of the field. Squibs out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So Minerva sticks to their game plan on special teams, which is onside kicks. And it's been nice. They've gathered in 3 of them, but each time you do that, you set up your defense in a bad position. As time after time, we've seen the defense line up near the big lion at midfield, and that's never a good sign. So Rootstown's got it at their own 46-yard line. They've had not a lot of trouble moving the football tonight. But as we've mentioned in weeks past, you don't get any points for moving it. You got to put it in the red end zone down there. Clavicilla guns one out to the right over the head of number 34. Defender out there had a chance to get a pick, Cole Patterson, and it sails out to number 4 incomplete, Donovan Burkett, with his second catch of the night. This one goes for 9. He's got 2 catches for 10 yards and quickly to the line of scrimmage. Clavicilla's got it, and he hands off the right side. Running the ball for a first down will be sophomore Cody Kuntz. And he moves the ball across the first down to gain line. That'll be a gain of about 3 to the 42 for Kuntz, his second carry of this first half. And Rootstown has really upped the pace here, John. 20 seconds on the play clock. They're ready to snap it. Clavicilla's got it again. This is Kuntz again off the right side. He's got a big hole, and he blasts through and is tackled finally by Braden Costia across the 40 down to the 36-35-yard line, and a great first down run of 7 yards for the sophomore. They run off right tackle for a gain of 7 to the 35.5-yard line. It's second down at about 3.5. To the line quickly comes Rootstown. They wait to get the play call now from the far sideline. Clavicilla's in the gun, standing on his own 40. He's got the snap back at his waist. He looks out to the left now, rearranges and throws it over the middle, and the ball's deflected and falls incomplete. The second incompletion, in fact, the first pass he's thrown tonight that has not been caught by one player from either team.
Yeah, Common got up there and got a hand on it, and was hoping maybe he can get a pick there deep in the backfield, but didn't come to. Malvern just went down 14-0.
Dalton puts another score on the board. Dalton's got a heck of a program over there year after year. But we saw Malvern last week down early in our broadcast, I think 20-6 maybe. They battled back to pull that game out. They've got a nice team over there.
Maybe they got another comeback in their back pocket.
3rd down and 3. Big play coming up here for Rootstown. Down 7-0. 7:52 to go. Throw out to the left. That is juggled and dropped, and then a big hit by Eric Murray. The ball was intended and in the hands of number 42, Austin McKibben, the tight end who slipped out into the left flat area. He had his hands on it enough for a first down, but flat out dropped it. And that's a huge hit for this offense, which has been churning right along.
Yeah, he heard footsteps there and kind of bobbled it away.
Eric Murray laid a pretty good hit on him after the drop, so that's one of the old injury to insult, right? He drops the pass and then takes a whack doing it. So 4th down and 3.5 from just outside the 35-yard line of Minerva. Rootstown is going to go for it on 4th down here. Clavicilla's got it. He pump fakes, he throws down the middle, and what a grab there for a first down. Good coverage by Eric Murray, but a better catch by number 4, Donovan Burkett, his 3rd catch of the night. And in heavy traffic, hauls that one in at the 15 for a gain of 20.
In the hurry up here.
In a hurry to get to the line. 3rd catch for Burkett for 30 yards already. That was a big one on 4th down and 3. A handoff straight ahead and nothing happening there. That was big Jarrett Burris ate up the sophomore Cody Kuntz at the 15-yard line. No gain on the play for Kuntz in his 4th carry of the first half. So a great opportunity again here for Rootstown. We'll see if the Minerva defense, which has bent a couple of times today but not been broken yet for scores. 7-0, 7 minutes to go in the first half. Minerva with the lead. A fumble, an interception, and a loss of downs for Rootstown in their 3 drives. Clavicilla's got it. He rolls to his right, a little screen pass out to the right and through the hands of intended receiver and running back Isaac DeTiro. DeTiro has run the ball 4 times for 4 yards tonight. He drops that one. And right now, quarterback Colby Clavicilla is 7 out of 10 throwing the football. That one was dropped. Second drop we've seen here on this drive. Clock stopped, 6:53 to go, but now 3rd down and 10. They went quick snap on 1st down, gain nothing up the middle thanks to Jarrett Burris, and then a fluttered incompletion out on a screen pass to DeTiro sets up 3rd down and 10. Rootstown uses motion from right to left. There's a handoff straight ahead. Interesting call. Colby spins out of it. Kuntz spins out of it at the 15 and falls forward to the 11-yard line. That may have been one of those, hey, we got 2 downs to get 10 yards, because on 3rd down and 10, they wanted no part of throwing the ball there.
Yeah, Hurst wasn't having any of it. He tracked him down and buried him into the turf.
The D-line of Minerva's really stood tall here in the first half. Not a lot of running room straight ahead. Kuntz with that run for 5 sets up a 4th down and 5. And again, the Minerva defense with one play can get off the field. And a timeout is going to be taken, the first tonight, by Rootstown. So we'll take a timeout here. 6:14 to go in the second quarter. Our Minerva Lions lead this one 7-0. A 4th down and 6 coming up for Rootstown from the Minerva 11 when we return. And we're back as the Lions lead 7-0. The band thundering away in the north end zone. The wind has kind of died down. The flag is slightly flapping off to our left in a northeast direction, for those of you who know your directions. Cheerleaders doing their thing off to my left as well, and a big play coming up here in this ball game. It's been a defensive-minded ball game so far tonight. It's just 7 points, 1 score on the board. The Lions struck here in the second quarter on a 35-yard touchdown pass from junior Braden Costia to senior Garrison Markins. on a 4th down and 9 play to put the Lions ahead 7-0. Clavicilla's in the shotgun for Rootstown. 4th down and 6 from the 11. He rolls to his right. Another pump fake. Guns one out there. It's caught, but a great tackle. And a failed conversion. That catch, it was made this time by Austin McKibben, number 42, but a big stick out there. I think it was Eric Murray, 36. As Coach Cross mentioned, it is kind of tough, especially across the way, to see the numbers on these pink jerseys. They're in like a gray, light gray color. Nonetheless, a big hit for a gain of just 1 on 4th down and 6. And the Rovers, for the second time tonight, turn it over on down. So they've had an interception by Costia, a fumble forced by Jarrett Burris, and now 2 4th down stops by the Lion defense. And at 6:08 to go in the second, the Lions go back on offense. So I'm interested to see if we put another ball in the air. We've had a couple of deep balls opportunities. There's a toss right. This is Common, stretches it all the way across the numbers. 15-20, one man to beat. Can't get outside of number 19. A nice tackle there, Carson Clavicilla, but a nice run by Jimmy Common to push the ball up to the 31-yard line. A gain of 21. That's Common's second run tonight, John, of over 20 yards.
Yeah, he's been outside on both them runs, ran a couple guys over. Hopefully maybe we can keep it on the ground here, pick up some first downs, wind this clock down, get a touchdown, and go into half with a nice lead.
Sounds good to me. Costia's got it. He gives on an inside handoff. I think this is Hartshorn, and the Rover D-line has none of it. It's a gain of 1 to the 32 on Hartshorn's second tote of the night. And you can see why this Rootstown team has been pretty stout on defense as well. Just 20 points per game they allow. A lot of their games are very close games. They've lost games, let's see here as I look it up, 14-0, 21-0, 26-6. 28-7. So their Achilles has been putting points on the board to win games. 7-0 Minerva, 5 minutes to go, running clock. Second down and about 8.5. And again, they try the middle and absolutely nothing doing there again. So this is Hartshorn again on the carry. He's going to lose yardage, I do believe. They may give him forward progress out to the 32. That's a gain of basically nothing. 3rd down and 9 coming up from the 32. So after a great stop by the Minerva defense, the offense 2 times up the middle for just 1 yard. Again, we'll see if Costia can open things up. Just 2 pass attempts so far, 1 of 2, but it was a big one to Markins for 35. Here comes Costia. He's under heavy pressure, and he's going down in the backfield. They blitzed off the right side. Linebacker Simon Youngblood, senior 150-pound linebacker, flew in off the right side, dropped Costia way back at the 25. And after a great stop by the Minerva defense, Rootstown answers with a stop of their own. That'll set things up at 4th down and about, what are we looking at here, John? Do the math here real quick. 16, it looks like to me.
Yeah.
4th and 16. That goes as a 7-yard loss to Costia. First time he's been sacked tonight. A good punt by Murray. Bangs that one out to the 45-yard line. A broken tackle by number 23, Brandon Bobbs. Ran that one ahead from the 42-yard line across midfield. And again, good starting field position for the Rovers thanks to their defense and special teams. They'll start on the Minerva side of the field at the 49-yard line here in a 7-0 game. 3:44 to go. And as good as the Minerva defense has been tonight in not giving points up, this is a huge drive for them to try to keep this thing 7-0 before half. You don't want to give up points and get the momentum going the wrong way as you head to the locker room. Clavicilla out of the gun. Puts a man in motion. That is Donovan Burchett, who's got 3 catches. This is a run. Kuntz again, right side. Nothing doing. Stretched it out to the right hash, but did not gain anything. Kuntz with his second carry for no gain tonight. He has run the ball for 20 yards on 6 attempts. The ball stays at the 49 of Minerva. 3:20 to go. It looks like Dalton has scored again, Coach. It's 20-0, late second quarter, I do think. Is that second quarter there? 5:30 to go in their second quarter.
Yeah, 5:38 left and a half.
So Dalton 20, Malvern nothing in that game. Here we've got a 7-0 Lions lead. Clavicilla, senior quarterback, guns one out to the right. He's got his man again. First down and more across the 30 to the 29. And guess who? If you guessed 85, you win a prize. Nick Wanick, his 4th catch of the first half. And another first down, the 7th for the Rovers in this half. First down, 7th of the half. That takes the ball all the way up to the 30-yard line, a gain of 19. And Nick Wanick's having himself a half, his 4th catch, all for double-figure yardage here. 78 yards on 4 catches, but no points yet for Rootstown as they're approaching the red zone yet again. From the 30, Clavicilla has got it again, going to roll to his left, throw across his body, and complete again. This is number 4, his second favorite target, Donovan Burkett with the catch. The junior has it and is very close to another first down. I think he's going to be slightly short. That one started from the 30. It's going to be marked down at the 21-yard line, a gain of 9 now. 4th catch for Burkett. So they've got 2 guys, John, that have 4 catches already in the first half, but no points.
It is kind of hard to believe that they have a problem putting points on the board because their offense does look dangerous, but we've been able to keep them out of the end zone here so far.
Yeah, so it's probably a combination of decent offense, and Minerva has struggled on defense this year, but no points yet. Again, they're going to throw, and this is a high throw over the head of intended receiver Donovan Burkett. And that one flies incomplete. 14th attempt already in the first half with, 15th attempt with 10 completions already for senior quarterback Colby Clavicilla. So 3rd down coming up at 1, although you've got to imagine at this point it's two downs to get 1 yard and move the sticks. 2:10 to go in the first half. Clock is stopped. Play clock 15, plenty of time. Clavicilla straight ahead. They do this again. And falling forward probably for a first down was Isaac DeTuro. They've used DeTuro 5 times up the middle. He's gained 2, 1, 0, 1, and 1 on that carry. So 5 carries, 5 yards. But that one is, I believe, good enough for a first down. It is. First down, Rootstown. They haven't changed the dial-a-down marker. I don't think that's what it's called anymore because it's digital. It used to be like a dial-a-down. You'd have to flip it.
I still say we'll call it that.
The dial marker, the dial stick. I don't know what's the terminology on that. All right, out at the 20-yard line. First down in the red zone again is Rootstown as they look to get this thing tied late in the half. Guns one out to the left. It's caught again, and their receivers are doing a great job getting open and holding on. That's number 19. Second time we've called his name tonight. Carson, I believe a twin brother, Clavicilla from his brother Colby. And we'll see how they manage the clock here. That's a gain of 9 again.
Little backyard pitch and catch they work on.
I'm sure they've done that thousands of times in their backyard if they are indeed brothers, which we are just assuming. So interesting how they handle this clock. Second down and 1, clock runs minute 10. I'll try to keep you apprised of the time as it is not up on your screen. Minute 5 to go. Out of the shotgun, second down and 1, high snap. They give it off to Kuntz, and he goes nowhere again. So we've seen a pattern here. Kuntz maybe lost a yard or maybe even 2. The ball now is back at, as they set it, at the 12, 13-yard line. That's a loss of 2 for Kuntz.
46 seconds. The clock is
46, ticking. Now down to 42, 41. Another high snap. They try Kuntz again off right tackle. He's got a hole this time. Inside the 10, near the 5, but more importantly for Rootstown, a first down, which stops the clock. They have 2 timeouts and 36 seconds with which to work. That ball goes down to the 7-yard line, a gain of 5 for Kuntz. Nice job by Clavicilla to grab the high snap. Clock running at 30, 29, and now 28. No hurry for Rootstown. They do have 2 timeouts. The ball sits, first down and goal from the 7-yard line, and a 7-0 Minerva lead. Clock's to 19, 18, and now 17, 16 at the snap. Rolling left, Clavicilla fakes a throw, gets away from one defender. He's going to keep it, and he's going to lose yardage. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, and a desperate timeout from the Rootstown sideline stops the clock at 8 seconds. That's their second charge timeout of the half. Not a very good decision that time. First really bad decision by Colby Clavicilla. He ran to his left, used up a lot of time, had defenders stacked up in front of him and tried to muscle through, and he actually maybe lost a yard back to the 8. We'll call it a sack on the play. Common ended up there with a couple other Lions for a sack. They'll put the ball's at the 8, second down and goal. The question now is how many plays can Rootstown get off in this 8-second allotment that they have?
Rootstown, there was like 28 seconds left when they was on the line and waited forever to snap it and lost a ton of time.
Waited to get the play call, snapped it, ran it wide. And that's good for Minerva Lion fans. They're happy about that. If we could do that again, I think that'd run the clock out here. We could get to the half and get out of Dodge with a 7-0 halftime lead.
Malvern did break one loose here, and they got a touchdown, and they got a 7 extra point out of it, and they're trailing 20-7 with 4:21 left in the first half.
Keep us surprised on that game. Such a close community here to Minerva. I know a lot of people were interested in that score. They got a live stream going here from Dalton. They've readjusted the clock now. 10 seconds to go in the first half. They put 2 seconds back on. Trips right for Clavesia. Second down goal from the 8. He's got it. Here comes pressure. They got him. It's a sack back at the 16-yard line. That's number 54. Caden Haynes on the linebacker blitz, and a big play from this defense. At 5 seconds to go, pushes the ball all the way back to the 15. A loss of 7. Minerva dialed up the heat, and they got to Clavesia for a 5-yard loss and forced the last time out for the visitor Rovers. 5 seconds to go, 7-0. Minerva leads this game. Third down and goal back at the 15-yard line. And we'll see what Rootstown decides to do. I'm trying to look at their scores here. They've put up 6 a couple of times. I would have to assume those are touchdown and missed extra points, not 2 field goals. So we'll see if they decide to bring the field goal unit out. Although after the sack, that pushes the ball back to the 15. It'd be a 32-yard attempt from here. They do have the win at their back as they go from south to north on this field. But I would have to think the way they've thrown the ball in the first half, this one's going to get put up in the air. But the last 2 plays, Minerva defense has tightened up and stopped them.
They might be able to get 2 quick passes off. I'd probably watch a slant across the middle here.
They have no timeouts is the only thing. If they don't get in the end zone, they won't. They'd have to get out of bounds. Clavesia has his team to the line. They've got 3 wide, twins right. Here come the Lions again. They're bringing the heat. Clavesia sits back, throws one over the middle, and it is incomplete. Intended for his target and his brother Carson Clavesia, and that will take us to halftime. So no 4th down play will be run. That's the half. We expected a defensive low-scoring battle, and we've got one on our hands. At halftime here in Minerva, it's the Lions 7 and the Rovers nothing.
Led on the field by drum makers, defensive defense and Alex Chadwick, and presenting this 2020 heavy metal show, we proudly present the Pride of Minerva. Our first selection has been called the greatest heavy metal song ever and first appeared on Black Sabbath's Paranoid album in the 70s. We hope you enjoy the Lions Band version of Warpaint. Our next selection is the first single off Ozzy Osbourne's first solo album. Our dance team of Stormy Sellers, Desiree B. Here's Crazy Thing. Our last number is part of a heavy metal collaboration with the San Francisco Symphony and is performed with a live orchestra. Our Lions Band version of No Leaf Clover features Jeffrey Cogan on trumpet and Cole Castle on trombone.
And welcome back here on the live stream of Minerva Lion football at Dr. Robert H. Hines Stadium in Minerva. For Week 9's game here, we're at the half with the Lions leading this one 7-0. We'll see if the Lions can close the door here and pick up that coveted first victory of the season. While we have some time here, a couple of things I want to run by you. Sandy Springs, Clark Chaddock, and Kishman's Gas and Go sponsored that first half for you in the game balls. Thanks again to Dr. Robert DiDomenico and all his support with all of our athletes, not just here with the football team. Interesting first half, John. Statistics dominated one way. Scoreboard not necessarily dominated, but leans the other way. Thoughts on the first half and those?
Yeah, stats always don't win games, but we've seen pretty much everything from Rootstown, from a shotgun to trips to the I formation. And they've just gave Minerva so many different looks. It's almost maybe if they kind of dumb their game down a little bit, that they might be more consistent.
Yeah, we did see a lot from the Rootstown offense other than putting points on the scoreboard. They come in averaging just 8.8 points per game. They get none in that half. Some staggering statistics to throw at you here. Rootstown ran 39 offensive plays in the first half. Minerva just 17. But on the scoreboard, it's 7-0. I think obviously the big play was the 34-yard fourth down conversion for Minerva, where Rootstown's been in the red zone 3 times, I think, and have yet to convert on fourth down. So we'll see if those trends can continue in the second half. Some individual stats for you here at halftime. First for Rootstown, Colby Clavicilla, the senior quarterback, 11 of 18 throwing the football, 144 yards. He was picked off once by Braden Costia. His favorite targets on those 11 catches were Nick Wanick, 4 catches for 78. Donovan Burkett, 4 catches for 39. His brother Carson Clavicilla, 2 catches, 26. And Austin McKibben made a fourth down catch for a yard that was short of a first down. On the ground, not a whole lot going on. Cody Kuntz, the sophomore, led the way with 8 carries, 23 yards. Dalton Duvall early had a couple nice runs, 3 carries, 16 yards. For the Lions side of the ball, Braden Costia completed 1 pass, but it was a big one, a 35-yard strike to Garrison Markins for a touchdown. Costia just 1 of 2 throwing in that first half. A lot of the damage on the ground. Jimmy Common, 6 for 52. Rushing, including 2 20-plus yard carries, a carry of 21 and a carry of 25, tallying his 52 yards. Cale Louis, 5 carries, 6 yards. Ryder Hartshorn, 3 carries and 3 yards, and Costia kept it once himself for 5. Total offense in the first half, Rootstown 191 yards to just 101 for the Lions. But again, the scoreboard says 7-0, and we'll take that every day. Doesn't matter what the yardage is. Now, the defense has to continue to tighten up. I would like to see the Lions not let them just march up and down the field and then tighten up in the red zone. But we forced 2 turnovers, a pick and a fumble recovery, multiple fourth down stops. and one humongous conversion on 4th and 9. Costia lofted one down the middle, kind of fluttered up in the air for quite a while. Garrison Markins timed his jump, beat the defender to the ball, and hauled it down for a 35-yard score. So all of that said, 39 plays to 17 doesn't matter a whole lot at this moment. We're down under a half a minute before the second half kickoff. Minerva 7 and Rootstown nothing. Just looking over your shoulder, must have booted a field goal. Man, Dalton putting up the points on Malvern. They're laying the wood right now. 30-7 as they've entered the half. Dalton leads the Green Hornets. Other scores from around the area as I pull them up here on FridayNightOhio.com. Maslin is thrashing Hoover 35-10 in the second quarter. Lake leads Fremont Ross 21-14. Perry 21, Dublin Scioto 10. As mentioned, Dalton 30 and Malvern 7. Jackson 21, Green 7. Good one going over in Navarre, Canton South 14 and Fairless 14. Nice one going over in Louisville as well. A lot of local folks were asking me to keep them updated on this one. Alliance 7, Louisville 7. And Tusky Valley 13, Strasburg nothing. That score still reported in quarter number 1. So we're ready for the second half kickoff. First time today we'll see Donovan Burkett boot this one away. He's got it teed up at the 40. Officials get into place, 12 minutes to go here. Starting our second half, our third quarter. Lions get the ball with a 7-0 lead. Glad you could join us tonight. 70 degrees, slight wind, no rain yet. And hopefully a Minerva Lion victory here in the next hour or so. There's the kick. It's a short one. It's going to hit at the 34 roll until it's picked up. I think it's Jimmy Common outside to the 30, 35, 40. Drags a man to the 41, 42 before he's wrestled out of bounds along the near sideline for us. The Lions will go right to left on your screen in their pink jerseys. The Lions start at their 41. Common picked that one up a little late. A couple Lions looked at each other, who's going to take it? Scooped it up, scampered 14 yards to the outside before he was knocked out of bounds by a Rover.
Yeah, let's see what Coach Hundley and Alberts came up with halftime here to see if Minerva.
I'd love to see them take a shot down the field. They've thrown it just twice. I'm looking at the Rover defense. They got 10 up near the line of scrimmage right now. We go straight ahead with it again, and those 10 guys in white were ready for it. Sniffed it out, stuffed it at the line of scrimmage. That was Cale Louise straight ahead. Had some great success last week in his carries, but that one from the 41 out to the 42, from the 42 out to the 44. So a gain of 2 here for Louise to start the second half straight ahead. I think they got play fake in them here straight ahead and throw one deep. We'll see what they go to. Common with the toss. Outside makes a man miss, but a whole bunch of white jerseys out there to meet him back at the 40-yard line. It's going to be a loss for Common on the play. And again, we continue to try this toss sweep. It didn't work last week. It hasn't. We haven't been able to block the edge this week as well. And Common loses yardage. It's a loss of 2 for the senior Jimmy Common on that run. No fault of his own, as he had nowhere to run out there. He actually does a pretty good job getting out of the first tackle and making a 5-yard loss into a 2-yard loss. Late play coming in here. The play clock clicks down to 12. Lions have it from their own 41-yard line. It's back to 3rd down and 10, and we'll see if Costia puts it in the air here on 3rd and 10. He rolls to his left. Heavy pressure coming. He slings one out to the left. Hit, caught, dropped. Louise was there at the 40. It would have been no gain on the play anyway. Louise can't hang on. And a quick 3-and-out, much needed for the Rover defense in the first series of the second half. So Costia fires his 3rd pass of the night. This one incomplete. And we'll see Eric Murray stand back at his 30-yard line awaiting the snap to punt this one away. 10:28, just a minute and a half came off the clock on that drive. 3 plays and out for the Lions. 4th down and 10. Murray stands at his 30. He has it. He bangs it out of there with his left foot. Spirals down the right side. Hits inbounds at the 26. Picked up there at the 22. And stepping out of bounds shortly after was the return man in the name of Brandon Bobbs, the sophomore wide receiver, back to return the punt. So a 1-yard return, a good punt from Eric Murray as he smashed that one out of there for a 37-yard punt, 38-yard punt, 1-yard return to the 22 is where the ball will start for Rootstown. Rootstown's got it. 10:19 to go here in the third quarter. The Lions lead 7-0. If you just joined us, it was Costia to Markins 35 yards in the second quarter for the only score of the game. Clavicilla, the Rover quarterback's been impressive. He's got it. Heavy pressure. He's hit and buried as he throws it. But again, that's into his receiver's hands and caught by number 32, Isaac DeTiro, the running back slash fullback. And Clavicilla just got that one away.
Yeah, he got nailed. I noticed that the beginning at the end of the first half that Minerva was starting to send a linebacker in, and maybe they're going to stick with that and put some pressure on him, make him make a big mistake, get another turnover.
Yeah, I think sitting back, they got picked apart there early in the first quarter and into the second quarter. In that second half of the second quarter, they made some adjustments, got after Clavicilla, got rid of the ball quickly. So now he goes under center, I formation, 2nd down and 5. The ball's out across the 25-yard line. Handoff running left is number 21, as they haven't given it to him in a while. Dalton Duvall had 3 early carries for 16 yards. He appears to be probably their most explosive back, but they went away from him in the first half. He picks up enough yardage for a first down. That is a gain of 6 for Duvall, his 4th carry of the evening. He's now up to 22 yards on those.
Good second effort lunge there to pick up the extra yard.
Moving the chains. First downs have not been close today either. The Rovers well into double figures. The Lions are not. But they have the lead 7-0. 9 minutes running clock, third quarter. Lions seek their first victory of the year. The snap's back to Clavicilla, out to the right. He guns one wide open. His favorite man. Had a knee down, though, when he caught it. And in high school football, he is down at the 41. But another nice gainer. This one's going to go for 8 more. His favorite target out there, his 5th catch of the game. Nick Wanick, 5 catches now, and with that 7-yard completion, he's now up to 85 yards and set up another 2nd down and short, 2nd and 3. Hard count from Clavicilla. No jump from the Lions. Play clock still plenty on at 18, 17, 16. Clavicilla has it in the gun here, is waiting for it. Snaps back, has it. 2nd down, 3, guns one again. Fires it out to the right, a low throw, and it's incomplete off the turf. Short hops into his receiver's hands. One of the few bad balls that he's thrown tonight. He had his favorite target, Nick Wanick, out there, and it short hopped and would have been enough for a first down. They needed 3. It would have went for about 8 on that play. But again, one of the concerns here, John, is the receivers for Rootstown having no problem getting open. 12 catches or 13 catches already, 13 completions by Clavicilla.
Yeah, coverage needs to be a little bit tighter on the corners. They're giving them little 6-7 yard hitches, and they can do that the whole way down the field.
Clavicella's got it. He hands off. Straight ahead, Duvall's got a first down and a lot more. 50, 45, 40 in pursuit. And running him down inside the 30, inside the 25. A big run by running back Duvall. He picks up Dalton Duvall, a big gainer. And that one takes the ball all the way down near the 20-yard line. I think it'll be at the 21 of Minerva. A 39-yard run for Dalton Duvall. And as I said, he didn't get many carries in the first half, but the ones he had, he looked explosive. See if the defense can hold again. Clavicilla back to pass, looks out to the left. He's going for a fade into the corner. Markins there in coverage. He turns, looks, and it falls incomplete. Markins with great coverage on the left side of the end zone, far away from us, near the pylon. Got his head turned around, did Markins, and he was man for man out there with leading receiver Nick Wanick. Markins had a better chance to catch it than did Wanick. Clavicilla is now 1 of 3 in the half as that one falls incomplete. Back to the 21 they go. 2nd down and 10, 8:15 stop clock here in the third quarter. Lions lead 7-0. Out of the gun. He's got the snap, hands it off. This is Kuntz, sophomore, number 22, with a nice run off the left side of the center. And he pushes the pile and is finally dropped down inside the, trying to get the yard mark. It's hard to tell from our vantage point. I sit on the far side of the field at the 35. Looks to be near the, we're 15, Coach? 15, that's a gain of 6 for number 22 on that run. 22 is Cody Kuntz, who carried it 8 times in the first half. So big stop coming up here for the Lions. They need one. 3rd down 4 from the 15. Under center again. Clavicilla alternates back under center. He's got the snap. It's going to be a run. It's Kuntz met. Costia's there. He's got him along with number 54, Caden Haynes. Haynes hit him first. Costia cleaned it up. And Kuntz is dropped after a short run, maybe a yard or 2. They're going to give him 2, give him 1 on that run. Nice job by Caden Haynes to fill the hole. Costia came to clean up the mess. The ball sits at the 14 and another 4th down. We've seen this all night. Up and down the field go the Rovers into the red zone. Turnover on downs. Nice to see one more here. 4th down 3. Got to imagine they're going to throw it. And he is. Clavicilla out to his left. And he overthrows his target incomplete. The Lion defense holds up once again. And at 6:46 to go, they bend but don't break. And give the Lions the ball back on offense at their own 14-yard line. Pressure on the quarterback again. Made him get rid of it quickly. Overthrew his intended target. And the ball falls to the turf. I think that's the 5th turnover on downs.
You know, the Rovers do a great job of moving in the red zone, but they're stalling out down there.
The Rover's a guy who wanders around, right? They're wandering up and down the field here, roving up and down the field, but they can't punch one in. 7-0, Lions lead. They've got it back, 2nd possession of the half. They went 3 runs the first time. They go straight ahead. They went 2 runs and a pass the first time. They go straight ahead with this run. At the bottom of that pile will be Hartshorn, I believe. It is Hartshorn. So Hartshorn goes straight ahead, picks up 4 on the play, out to the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 6 awaits the Lions as the clock runs under 6.5. We near the halfway point of the 3rd quarter, and a Lions 7-0, clinging to a 1-score lead. Pushing this thing to 2 scores would be huge, John. The way the Rovers haven't been able to punch it in might be what the doctor ordered. Another run off the left side and nowhere to go. Jimmy Common again met as he receives the football near the line of scrimmage. May have lost a yard. They sort things out here.
Definitely got a defensive battle going on.
No gain on the play. In fact, they're going to back it up a yard now. So Common loses a yard. 2nd negative play for him. Again, not his fault. He's being met as he's getting the football. And 3rd down and 7 coming up. So Hartshorn for 4. Common lost a yard. 3rd down 7. Nearing 5 minutes. Costia is going to play fake to Common. He's going to throw one out. One-on-one coverage and through the hands and over the intended target. That was number 34, Cole Patterson, the senior tight end.
Man, put it right
through his hands. Had a lot of mustard on it. Could have been caught, but wasn't.
Yeah.
And another quick 3 and out for the Lions. So we've seen 2 possessions here, John, in the second half. 2 runs, forced to pass, incomplete. 2 runs, forced to pass, incomplete. And now Murray's going to have to get him out of jail here with a punt from his own end zone.
It's a great throw by Costia, just right through his hands.
Stands at his own 4. He's got it. Pressure coming. Left foots it out end over end this time, all the way out to the 40. 42 hits and rolls. Lion bounce, 45 and out of bounds. A decent flip of field positions, all things considered. The ball dies at the 41 of Rootstown. So a big flip in field position there. 46 yards on the punt and roll by Eric Murray. He was standing. He punted it from his own end zone. The net will be from the line of scrimmage. 46-yard punt. Pushes that thing all the way to the 41-yard line. So here we go again. Rovers got it. Had no trouble moving it tonight. Well over 200 yards, nearing 250 yards, and no points. And we've talked about it all night. 8 points per game. This is their MO. Come on, Lion defense. Clavesia, number 7's got it. Slings a bad throw out to the left. And again, Burris, along with Sean Hanley, the two seniors, are now getting to the backfield. That wasn't even a blitz. Two guys right on Clavesia as he set his feet, and he whizzed that one into the turf, nowhere near his intended receiver. He was very accurate in the first half.
Yeah.
The pressure's getting to him. Quick throws. He's not getting
Yeah,
where he
Burris
needs to.
just shoved the tackle off the line and went after him.
So 1 of 4 for Clavesia in this half. 2 of 5 this half for 12 yards after he rocketed 11 of 18, 144 yards in the first half. Still a good night. He's completed 13 balls for 156 yards, but they got to find a way to get in the end zone. 2nd down and 10. Clavesia, deep drop. It's a screen. They got him suckered into it, but a great job by Cale Louise to get off his block on the outside, and he's going to limit that to a short gain. Catch made there by 21, which is Dalton Duval. 21 with his first catch of the night, but a great play by Cale Louise. We may look back, they may look at this one on film tomorrow, Coach, and say that could have been the play of the game because they had everybody rushing upfield, finally suckered in the Lions using their pressure against them. And he found his running back. He had nobody to beat out there, just needed a block. And the block was not made by the wide receiver. Cale Louise shed the block and made the tackle. It's a gain of 2 on that pass.
Yeah, that's a big tackle. Minerva sent through 2 up through, delayed blitz, and nobody was out there but Cale, and did a great job.
Clavesia rolls to his left. He's got time this time, sets his feet, guns one, great catch, first down. And, man, when this kid gets his feet set, he can put the ball on the money. That's one of his favorite targets, Donovan Burkett, and a big-time conversion on 3rd down and 8. And it went for the necessary 8 yards. So Burkett, he's spreading it around now, is Clavesia. Burkett makes his 5th catch of the night. That's an 8-yard gain. He's got 47 yards. Great hands, too. High throw, got his hands up, got his hands on the ball, hauled it in, first down, Rovers. Ball sits on the Minerva side of the field now at the 47. High snap, now a hand to Duval. He's running left. He's through the heart of the defense and pushes all the way to the 35-yard line. Another first down, another big chunk. I like this kid here running the football. He's got a little pop to his step. Sometimes you see a running back, he's just got that it factor. They haven't used him a whole lot, but in this half alone, he's racked up 57 yards on 3 carries and another first down. So the ball goes all the way up to the Minerva 35-yard line on the 12-yard push from Dalton Duval. And again, the Rovers are on the move. Can this defense hold up once again for Minerva? Here he is again. Duval, nowhere to go this time. Met at the line of scrimmage. Trying to get a number, a big stick there. 50, what do we got? 53 with a hit. Dropped him right in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play for Duval and sets up 2nd down and 11. The difference in both these teams, though, as you watch it, when the Rovers get backed up, they still have the ability to throw the ball where they need it to go and pick up yardage. Minerva has not shown the ability to throw the ball much at all today. In fact, have just completed that one pass that went for the touchdown. 1 of 4 for Costia for the 35-yard strike to Markins. So here we go again. 2nd down and 11. We are under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd. The Lions lead this one 7-0. This time it is 32. Not much running room. It's Isaac DiTiro. This kid's got nowhere to run again. He struggled in the first half getting any kind of space. 5 carries, 5 yards, and that's right on par. He gets 2 on that one. He's got 6 carries for 7 yards.
Yeah, Rootstown runs that I form with both backs at the quarterback side and sends a guy in motion, and they followed the guy in motion every time, maybe trying to set us up for a surprise here.
Well, here goes the chess match now, where it's going to be a throw from the good quarterback, Clavesia. Does the Minerva Lions bring pressure? There's the snap. No pressure. Feet set. Now he's flushed. Now he's in trouble. Now he's sacked. They got to him without a blitz. Guess who? Jarrett Burris, 72 again. The pocket, he had a little bit of time early, but the pocket collapsed. The Lions played coverage. Burris with a big sack. And a great play and a great hold again from this Lion defense. Burris coming out. Hurst coming in. The big boy deserves a breather. High fives from his teammates as Clavesia's dropped way back at the 40-yard line. And I think, is this the first punt of the night for the Rovers. They've had a pick, a fumble, and maybe 5 turnovers on downs.
And Burris just swam his way through there, and
And this punt straight up in the air. This may lose yardage. Nobody sees it. It hits at the 40 and rolls forward. It's a live ball. And fallen on by, I believe, Louis. The ball went straight up in the air with a ton of backspin, hit near the line of scrimmage, almost hit one of the linemen. And it kicked backwards.
Nobody
we've
knew.
Seen footballs do some weird things in the past. That had a ton of backspin on it.
Nobody knew where the ball was for a few seconds.
Nobody knew where it was except us sitting up here. We could see it fluttering in the sky.
And when we practice soccer out here, whenever the ball does reach a certain peak straight up like that, you cannot see it until it falls back in the lights. So everybody's just looking around.
It kicked backwards in favor of Minerva, crossed midfield all the way to the Rover 46. It'll go down. I didn't mark down where was the last line of scrimmage. They were near the 40. That's going to be about a 10-yard loss on the punt. At this point, I'm sure they're kicking themselves. Wish they would have went for it. They would have been in a better position throwing an incompletion. So the Burris sack sets up the Lions' special teams unit and defense, pushed it to 4th and 15, and then a backwards punt. And I think we're going for a water break here. I don't think a timeout was called. There were 2 players down on the field with cramps. One for number 9 for Rootstown was down, and I believe, I don't know if it was Markins, whoever was back deep for the punt was down for the Lions, getting attended to, stretching their calves out. So I think the officials just sent, it is humid and kind of hot tonight, 70-plus degrees. Last week they played in the 40s. So the Lions catch a break. They get a stop thanks to the man-child Burris sack. And now a straight up and down negative 10-yard punt. Let's see if the offense can get cooking here. Straight ahead again. Louis puts it on the turf, but after he was down, and he gains positive yardage down near the 41. It's going to be close to a gain of 5 for Louis there on his 2nd carry of the half. It'll be his 7th carry of the night, netting just 13 yards. They've done a good job holding Louis in check. Louis had a big week last week. So 2nd down 5, positive gain there. Markins comes wide to the left out of the I formation for Costia. We're down near the end of the 3rd quarter. And whistles and a false start. Son of a gun. Positive yardage on 1st down of 5. False start penalty. Negative 5. And as I'm teaching my 7th graders right now, if any 7th graders are listening, that, folks, is what happens when you add integers that are opposites. 5 and negative 5, 0. No calculator needed. So they're back to 2nd down and 10 as they wind the clock. 30 seconds now running. They will have to snap this ball. The play clock and game clock are about 3 in difference. Handoff again. Actually, Costia keeps it. Now he pitches out to Common. Got running room. 45-40. It's going to be a 1st down. 35-30 lowers the boom. Inside the 30 at the 29. And the big 215-pound speedster lowers the hammer at the end of that run. Exclamation point here to end or nearly end the 3rd quarter. And Common picks up a much-needed 1st down after the 5-yard penalty. Pushed it to 2nd and 10. That's a healthy gain of 16 for Jimmy Common. His 3rd run tonight of double figures. His 3rd run tonight of greater than 16.
That's a great pitch out. I mean, I looked up the middle. I thought it was going up the middle.
They went middle. They faked it. Here's Louis straight ahead. They got him in the middle this time. Runs over a linebacker. Another 1st down. And these Lion running backs are lowering the boom on this drive. No 3 and out this time. Back-to-back 1st downs. Louis just buried the linebacker who tried to make the tackle. This is going to end the 3rd quarter, and the momentum is with the home Lions. Back-to-back punishing runs by Common and then Louis. 16 on the run from Common. We're going to gain 15 more from Louis. And heading to the 4th, the Lions with a lead, 7-0, 12 minutes to go. We'll take a quick break and be back for the final 12. All right, Coach Cross, we're back here for the fourth quarter. We thank everybody who's tuning in. We got a large number of people watching and listening in here. Buckle your seatbelts. The Lions got the lead headed to the fourth. Back-to-back punishing runs from the running backs. It was Jimmy Common, 17 yards to pick up a first down, and then Cale Louise on a straight-ahead play, noted here in the timeout by Coach Cross. It was the same play setup. Instead of on the first one, they faked it to the Louise, and then a great pitch from Costi to Common to the outside. This time everybody went with the flow with Costi and Common, and Louise didn't get touched for 7 yards and then lowered the boom, running over a linebacker, picking up 5 more yards. So 12 minutes to go. Minerva in the red zone, leading 7-0 here at home. This is Louise again, I believe, off the left side, outside the hash, picks up another nice chunk on first down. And so the running game in the third quarter, early third quarter, stalled out quite a bit, has got cooking here late in the third, early in the fourth. And the clock continues to run as Minerva looks to go up 2 scores. 2nd down and 4 coming up. Rootstown, not a lot of players on their roster, have not played in 21 days. A little fatigue may be setting in here. Time to put them away here on this drive. We'll see. A pitch out to the left side. Dangerous play. Costia faked the handoff, was falling to his knees, somehow shoveled it out. A dangerous pitch. I think it was, I can't tell who had it, who had the run out there. Common? I'm trying to pick up a number here. I'm seeing 5 out there. That's Chaddock, the wide receiver. I don't know who he pitched it to. But they picked up a first down on the run all the way to the 2-yard line. So 11-11 to go. Clock running. The Lions got 4 chances right here to just pound this thing in and go up 2 scores. 7-0, under 11 minutes to go. Costia under center. He's got it. He hands off. Right side. Touchdown, Minerva. Cale Louise from his fullback position off right tackle. And he pounds it into the end zone for the score. Minerva goes up 2 scores, 13-0 with under 11 minutes to go.
Really good. It all started with that huge defensive stand where Cale got the tackle out here by himself, and then later on Burris makes that big sack. And then the muff punt set him right up, and now they moved it down the field.
Good, solid football. All the plays we're naming. Louise shed the tackle, made the tackle. Shed the block, made the tackle. Burris with the sack, as you mentioned. Then the errant punt that went for negative 10 yards. And here's a bad snap. This is in trouble. It's all the way back to Costia. Scoops it up. He throws it out to the outside. Comets got it! 2-point conversion! Unbelievable. Sometimes it's bouncing your way. A snap that went no more than 2 yards from the line of scrimmage. It rolled back, took a high hop like an onside kick over top of Costia, the holder, past Chaddock, the kicker. Costia aware enough is not surprising, as he is a very alert player, both here on the turf and also on the gridiron. He scoops it up. Being the quarterback that he is, he fires one out to the right to Jimmy Common, who was standing all alone, and he stretches out his right arm with the ball in it over the line for a 2-point conversion. So exactly how you don't draw it up, but you'll take it. 15-0 Minerva. And right now you can kind of feel the Rootstown Rovers spirit being broken. They had a nice drive going here, last possession, and then it turned into disaster time for them. An errant punt, negative 10 yards, and a 55-yard drive with some punishing runs, capped off by a bizarre 2-point conversion. You ever see anything like that one?
No, it works. It works. It gives them, kind of forces Rootstown now to probably go to the air. And when you're forced to do something, you kind of make mistakes, so we'll see here.
Here's an interesting call coming up. We're at a 2-score game, 11 minutes to go. We've onside kicked for basically the last 4 weeks. But every time we don't get it,
I'm thinking this is going to go deep.
He's got it teed up like a squib. They do
does.
this old fakearoo, then come up and kick it. Do you want the field position safe? I mean, Rootstown has nobody behind the 30. There's the onside. I don't know if this is going to make it 10 yards.
It
is spinning, it is spinning, it is spinning, and it is dead on the plus side. And then a late flag coming in. Oh, the flag's going to be for the ball not going 10 yards. Okay. I thought that could be really disastrous and really set up Rootstown. But the flag came flying in because the ball didn't go 10 yards off the kickoff. It's got to go 10 and get past midfield in high school. That one made it 8 yards. It was a weak kick that couldn't pick up enough steam and just kept spinning like a top at the 48 on the rear end of the giant lion.
Game update is Malvern's down 37-7 right now,
Yikes.
and it is pouring where they're at in Dalton.
Running clock, there it is. You can see it on
It
their
is
screen pouring down the rain. We're hopeful to get the rest of this one in. 10:54 to go. Minerva 15, Rootstown nothing. But the Rovers have it on the plus side of the field at the 47 is where the ball finally quit spinning. Nobody actually ever picked it up. It just
if they only average 8 points a game, we're good then, right?
Mathematically, yes. But after seeing that last play that we just got, you never know in football. Long way to go here. 11 minutes to go. But the energy's definitely on this near sideline. The Rovers look a little defeated, but they've got a good quarterback in Colby Clavicilla. See what he can do. There's the snap. Shovel pass straight ahead, and nobody's fooled, especially the people in pink. He caught it. He was wrapped up. It'll go down as a 1-yard completion to running back 21 Dalton Duval. That's his second catch of the second half, but just for 3 yards. 2nd down and 9. You got to think Rootstown's going to want to take a shot down the field. They've kind of nickeled and dimed it up and down the field all night.
I would think.
Maybe test these DBs from Minerva, see what they can get out of it. DBs are playing way off though here on the outside. 12 yards of room between Markins and the wide receiver. Again, he's going to sling one out to the left. That's deflected and dropped. Deflected's not even the right word. It was flat out dropped, deflected off his hands. That was Isaac DeTiro, the running back. So, a couple mistakes here by Rootstown. You could feel the wheels wobbling. The lug nuts have been loosened. The wheels are ready to come off this thing. But 10:13 to go. Clock stops on the incompletion. 3rd down and 9. And right now you got to imagine that Rootstown's very desperate for a big play to swing some momentum back their way. A 3 and out here or a 4 and out here could be devastating to their cause. See if the Lions bring pressure. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up at the line of scrimmage showing blitz. Louive's in it. Now they back out of it. There's the snap. Play fake. Here comes Louive. Ball's deflected up in the air. Hits the lineman. Drops to the turf. I believe no signal yet, but there it is. Incompletion. So again, Louive came with a late linebacker blitz from the outside. He pushed through the running back who was picking him up, and he deflected the pass up in the air, and it landed on the back of the right guard for Rootstown, and that is a quick 3 and I believe out. 10:07 to go. Clock is stopped on the incompletion. The Lion defense continues to be solid, and Rootstown is going to punt this away. 4th down 9. That's a better punt than last time. It's a spiral at the 21, kicks up and is picked up in the air by Carson Clavicilla at the 21-yard line. So, just a 25-yard net on that punt, much better than his negative 10-yard punt previous. But the Lions have gained control of this football game. We sit at exactly 10 minutes to go. I'll keep you updated on the time here without you seeing the clock, as that is now the biggest friend of the team in pink. 10 minutes to go, 15-0, a 2-score game. And if the Lions can put together a decent drive, chew up a few minutes, and punch one more in here, we may be headed for the first home victory in quite some time. But let's not get ahead of ourselves just quite yet. Derek Hurst brings the ball up to the line, as he always does, the center for the Lions. Costia under center. Back to throw on 1st down. They're throwing one deep down the right side. Markins is there, and he's got it at the 43. Can't get away from the DB. Still fighting. Got away from one guy and falls forward to the 45. It's a gain of 24. And I almost said, Coach, maybe they take a shot just to go for a dagger-type play. They've run it, but they hook up again. It's Costia to Markins. It's been the winning solution again. Both completions tonight to Garrison Markins. He did a good job adjusting to the ball. It was a bit underthrown. He came back and made the catch. Finally fought out of a tackle and fell forward to the 45-yard line, a gain of 24 for Garrison Markins. And the Lions have it. Now they're going to ground clock here. This is Louise straight ahead, a positive play to the 48, possibly the 49-yard line. Cale Louise had 4 or 5 good runs here in this half. That's another one, gain of 4. And at this moment, gain of 4 is nothing but sweet music to the ears of Lion fans. First downs are our friends. Running clock is our friend. 9 minutes to go now, running clock. Costi to the line, second down and 6. And again, nothing tricky straight ahead. I believe Cale Louise again, but another positive gain across midfield. Louise takes it to the 48 of Rootstown. 8:45 to go. Clock continues to churn. Lions lead by 2 scores here. In no hurry. Ball security at a premium right now. No penalties, no turnovers. Third down 3. This would be a huge conversion. 8:20 to go. It's an option right. Costi is going to keep it, and he puts it on the turf. As I mentioned, ball security. Rootstown comes out of it with the ball, and the referee signals that it's a first down Minerva.
Yeah, I think he's calling him down.
Boy, boy, oh boy, cannot do that. Costia coughs it up, puts it on the turf. Number 21, Dalton Duvall comes out with it, but they're going to rule him possibly down by contact. Cale Louise is going down to the ground. He's hurt. So a timeout here on the field. Boy, a big break again there for the Lions. We got the 2-point conversion bounce, and right there is the ball looked free. I didn't see when his knee went down, but we certainly will take it. So as they attend to number 35 junior Cale Louise at the 44-yard line, he sits. The ball's marked. That is a first down, by the way, for Costia, who kept it around the right side. And the Lions have now complete control of this one as they can continue to milk clock. 8:20 to go. The clock stopped here for the injury timeout. Both teams have 3 timeouts in their pocket, but it's a first down at the 43 of Rootstown. So more even than points on this drive is just ball security and continuing to pick up first downs. This clock should start when they're ready for play, and this thing will click under 8 minutes with a 2-score lead. You'd love to punch in a third score, of course, but if you could chew up even 3 or 4 more minutes, you'd really put Rootstown in a bind. So the ball's on the right hash at the 43-yard line of Rootstown. Louise is out of the game, being attended to on the sideline. He's done a big chunk of the damage here in the second half. Costia's got it, and they go straight ahead. Another fullback dive. The pile pushes after the whistle forward. Is that Cale Louise? Did he come back in? Figured he'd have to come out for a play. And obviously he did not. So that is Cale Louise. Obviously okay. I thought I saw him over here with Dr. D. Must have been somebody else. So Louise pushes ahead to the, where are we at here, Coach? 42-yard line, gain of 1. And the clock runs 7:40 to go. 7:40 from victory. Costia's got it. Toss left common. Cuts it upfield. Now cuts back again across the grain or against the grain inside the 40 to the 38. A nice pickup for Jimmy Common. And just as I was about to mention it, I've got a couple people texting me that my same thought. We're snapping this ball with about 20 to go on the play clock. Each play could be ground down a lot more. I mean, you start adding up 15 and 20 seconds, and you're talking minutes off the clock. So 7:05 to go. We'll keep an eye on that when they snap it. Play clock is now down to 15 here as they break the huddle. 7:02, 7:01, and we are under 7 minutes, folks, from a Lion victory. 15-0, Minerva leads. Play clock down to 7:06. They snap it a little better there with 6. And again, it is nothing but Cale Louise here. Occasional pitch to Common. But those are the 2 guys they've rode tonight. Nick Chaddock trots into the game with the new play. 6.5 to go.
Yeah, I don't know when the last home win was. It's been a while.
I
but
could tell you. I looked it up today because I had a good feeling about tonight. October the 3rd, 2014.
October 3rd, 2014.
So
Yeah.
obviously, needless to say, desperate for a home win. 6 minutes as we approach. 6 minutes. Play clock down to 7, down to 6, down to 5, down to 4. And a turn with 2 on the play clock, and Costia burns a timeout. And that's okay in this situation. We got to have everybody on board, ball security. 6:07 to go in this one. Still some work to be done for the team in pink as they honor Breast Cancer Awareness Month of October. But they have control of the ball. They have control of the game right now. 15-0 Lions. 6:07 to go in a crucial play coming out of the timeout. 4th down and 1 for Minerva. So this conversion here is the difference between giving it back to Rootstown with 6 minutes, 2 scores, or continuing to churn, maybe get it down to 2 minutes before we have to do anything with it.
Yeah, the Rovers still have all 3 of their timeouts this half.
How are we doing on Malvern? 37-7. Where's everybody out? Lightning delay at Dalton. Okay, please don't let that get over to here. We got to win this one before the storm gets here.
Yeah.
We could party in a storm later. So Dalton 37, Malvern 7, 4th quarter, correct? 11:52 to go. They're in a lightning delay at Dalton. Here we go. 4th down and 1. Straight ahead. 1st down, Minerva. They're going to get it. The pile pushes forward. It's Cale LaWeave, and that's a big one, folks. 6 minutes to go on the clock, and another set of downs for Minerva. Rootstown is running out of time. They're running out of gas, and I think the momentum and the fight is being sucked right out of him play after play. 5:55 running clock now. Still 20 on the play clock. They can really milk this thing down. The ball's at the 30-yard line. Costia under center. And again, they're awfully quick. 10 seconds still on the play clock when they snap. They're going to throw it deep down the right side. Got Markins there, and he's got it. Touchdown, Minerva. Falls into the end zone. It's a touchdown. They went for broke and got it. Rolled the dice. 10 men in the box against the run. They like the matchup. Markins on the outside. It's a 30-yard strike, and the dagger has been placed in the Rovers. 5:36 to go. 21-0 Lions. Costia's second hookup tonight with Garrison Markins. This one for 30, the previous from 35. And the home crowd on their feet, they can smell it. Trying to break this long losing streak here at home.
Again, Markins had to contort himself
Markins
to
adjusted
make
to the ball.
catch.
Got his head turned around, and now an extra point try. The last one was eventful. This snap's good. The hold is perfect, and the kick is dead. Cut center. 22-0. Minerva leads. 5:36 to go in the game. The Lions are on the brink of getting their first win in this 2020 season. So it's never over till it's over, Coach Cross. You know that better than anybody with coaching soccer, and I know that at hoops. You know, sometimes people think there's only a couple minutes left. You're up big in hoops. Let's get the clock. But, you know, strange things happen.
Yeah, it's high school sports.
It is.
Go either way.
It's still teenagers. I tell people all the time, it's still teenagers. You know, we as coaches rely a lot on teenagers making decisions in sometimes hostile and sometimes, you know, tricky situations. But
high school football can get crazy. I mean, there's still 5 minutes and 36 seconds left.
Yeah, 5:36 to go. All 3 timeouts for the Rovers. And again, I'm going to ask this question. I know I'm a broken record here, but do we onside kick it? The possession isn't what's important. I think the field position might be what's important, but we'll see what he does.
Yeah,
Nobody back for Rootstown right now. They have
no,
2 men standing on their 40, which is just 20 yards away from the ball. They got all 11 up.
I'd probably blow this one down the
Get
field.
it down the field. Touchback doesn't hurt you. Don't give him the ball at midfield. Come on, Chaddock, blast it. He hits it hard. It spins and is going to go near the sideline and out of bounds. So not granting my wishes, but it is out of bounds. So no return on the play. It spins out of bounds at the 44-yard line. 5:34 to go. And Rootstown is 56 yards from the end zone and 22 points down on the scoreboard. So 3 touchdowns plus a 2-point conversion. The band's cooking in the north end zone. They're starting to feel it. The cheerleaders in their jerseys here on Jersey night doing their thing off to my left.
Looking at the radar, we need to get this in.
We better get this moving. A lot of green, yellow, and red. Not good here on the radar, headed our way. So 5:34 to go. I usually walk to the game. I drove tonight just in case.
Good idea.
But it might not save me from getting to my car. 5:34 to go. Let's close this one out with a victory. Throw out to the right. There's finally a completion. And right now, Minerva will gladly give that up. A little bubble screen to the right. As long as we make tackles, the clock will continue to move. 5:20 to go in the fourth. That catch was made by Donovan Burkett. He's had a big night tonight. That's his 6th catch for 50 yards. Rootstown in not a super hurry here. 5 minutes to go. 22-0 Lions. Snap is back. They're going to run it. This is Duval. And again, we're going to let them do that all day long. A gain of 3. 3rd down and 2 coming up, but the clock is running out. And the people who are texting me, we better warm up that bell. That bell has been waiting for a long time to get ring-a-ding-ding.
Been a while.
In Minerva. 4.5 to go. We'll keep you up to date on the time. But again, Rootstown, I think the fight's out of them. They're not even up to the line of scrimmage yet. 4.5 to go, 22-0. 3rd down and 1. Play clock down to 12 on their side. You'd think they'd be in super hurry-up mode. I think they're maybe waving the white flag over there. 4:15 to go. Still haven't snapped it. 1 on the play clock. It's a direct run from quarterback Colby Clavicella. He does pick up the 1st down, which moves the chains across midfield. They're down to the 43 now. It's a gain of about 7, but they're going to run out of time here, folks. 4 minutes to go and running. 22-0. And again, no hurry. I think they're gassed. Take something out of you when you haven't played for a couple weeks to get back into game action. You know, it's part of what we're dealing with COVID and these days, all these games being canceled, but the Lions will certainly take it. There's a gun out to the left, complete again. He's got his man, and another 1st down. Clock at 3:43. I like this kid too, Nick Wanick. He's played hard, made a lot of catches tonight on the outside. Clock is stopped as they set the chains, and now what we like to see here, Minerva fans, wind that clock. 3:35 to go. Ball now to the Lion 31. The shutout still intact here. 22-0 as we click down to 3:20 to go. Handoff off the right side. This is going to be Donovan Burkett, who's had a big night receiving. Takes it on the sweep and picks up maybe 6. That play was run from the 30. We've got maybe an injury on the play. They're going to stop the clock here.
It is odd they're not throwing it since
they've thrown it the entire game.
Yeah, they thrown it the entire game, and
hurry up the entire game.
Incompletion stops the clock for them, and
again, I think the white flag is out of the pocket over there.
They're ready to go home.
They've also been through some turmoil this year. They've changed head coaches mid-season.
Yeah, that's
up there
always
at
a
Rootstown.
struggle.
So it's been a challenging year to say the least. But again, if you're a Minerva Lion fan, doesn't matter right now. What matters is it's Lions 22, visitors 0. You don't care who the visitors are or why they have 0. Handoff on an inside play to Duval. He's going to pick up, I believe, a 1st down. That'll stop the clock. But again, they're still 20 yards from pay dirt out to the actually 19 now. So under 3 minutes we go. The clock stops 2:56. A bounce in the step of the guys in pink on the sideline. 2:55, 2:54, now 2:53. Clock runs 2:45. Now to the line of scrimmage. Rootstown's going to throw this one. Steps back at the 26. A pump fake. Guns one deep down the left. All kinds of bodies should be picked. It is. Intercepted. I think it's KJ Waffler. He's running up the right side. 10, 50, 20, 25, 30. And he's spilled out across the 30-yard line. And that, my friends, is going to be a Minerva Lion winner tonight. Interception on the far sideline. All kinds of traffic. It's sophomore KJ Waffler with the catch. And you're going to be able to book a Lions win tonight, folks. 22-0, 2.5 in possession of Minerva. A 35-yard return from the sophomore DB. Just put this one to bed. Ball sits at the 32-yard line.
Well, I'm supposed to
they
be
are clearing your soccer nets out of the way to get that bell all greased up and ready to be ring-a-ding-dings.
Get the WD out for it.
That's it.
It's ready to go.
Nothing sweeter than hearing
I'm
that bell.
supposed to be the
I wanna hear
optimist
it tonight.
here, being your partner, but I'm pretty sure we got this locked down now.
I would say so. Hold on to the football. Here's Hartshorn. He runs for a nice gain off the right side. More importantly, stays in bounds. Tick, 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 tick. 2:22 to go. Gain of 8 out to the 40. It's been a team effort tonight. They've got great play on both sides of the ball. Burris was huge on the D-line with Hurst and Sean Hanley. They had a great couple of plays by Cale Louise on the outside making tackles. Garrison Markins had made a couple of nice catches. Costi with a pick and 2 touchdown passes. We've only completed, I think, I put my pen down because I got so excited here just watching us win the football game. I think we've only completed 3 passes tonight. All right, got to hurry here now. 5-4-3 on the play clock. They get the snap at 3:45 in the game. And it's a first down run, and that'll do it. Rootstown can stop it if they want. I would guess they're probably not going to, the way that they were kind of lackadaisical on offense. The ball's out to the 45, and no timeout is signaled. That clock's going to run, folks. Minute 37. Minute 36. We're 95 seconds away from snapping a 29-game home losing streak. How sweet it will be here in about a minute and a half. Congrats to Coach Hundley, the staff, the players. They hung with it. These seasons are long. They're grueling. This is Hartshorn off the right side to midfield, gain of 5. Sometimes you need a couple of bounces and maybe just a couple of red zone stops. I mean, we watched the first half. Rootstown went up and down the field, and we look up at halftime and still now no points. They racked up probably 300 yards tonight and got no points to show for it. So
yeah, it's great these seniors are going to get a win their senior year, being senior heavy. And you know, Rootstown is not a bad team. The red zone struggles tonight really cost them.
It in. And you know what? Here's something ironic. The last win here in this stadium for the Lions was also a shutout. We're going to have back-to-back shutout wins, bookend around the losses here. 22-0. Costia takes a knee, and I think, folks, that's going to do it. So put those hands together. The fans are up in the stands. Clock's ticking down. It's not official yet. 24 seconds to go, but high fives all around. The Lions are picking up a home victory here, a 22-0 effort, a shutout of the Rootstown Rovers. And they'll be back again next week to try it again against United. One more home game that we'll bring you here on the stream. We're counting down 4. As they got the bell ready, they rush over to the bell, 3, 2, and 1, and that'll do it. As you can see on the screen, the Lions are at the bell. And here we go with the ring-a-ding-ding. Make some noise, fellas. Coach Hundley out at midfield, shaking hands with the Rovers. I'll be quiet for a second. You can hear the bell. A joyous sound here in Mudville. And we beat the rain, Coach. Congratulations again to the Lions. Pick up their first victory of the season. A total team effort. Got contributions on both sides of the ball from many players. And more importantly, that defense, which had given up 46 points per game, throws a shutout tonight for a much-needed victory for the Lions. So each Lions taking their turn, giving the bell a ring. Notch one for the good guys tonight. Thanks to Coach Cross for joining me tonight on the call. For Maddie Cross for running the stream. Nice job, girlfriend, down there as always. And I know we get a lot of compliments that you guys do it as well as anybody. They've seen some different streams. Sometimes they're a disaster. I think you do a pretty good job down there. So we're going to wrap it up here. Enjoy the victory tonight. Players come back towards the field for the band playing. And we'll be back again next week for Week 10, the final week of the season. Basketball starts next Friday night as well for me, so I'll be rushing over after a long first practice to watch and make the call here in Week 10 against the United Golden Eagles. Anything else, Coach Cross, before we wrap this up?
No, just the red zone defense was awesome tonight. They did stop after stop after stop, and things that stick out is Burris' big sack and then the crazy punt. And
that was a turning point, wasn't it?
Louise open field tackle, and Markin's fighting for 2 touchdown passes, and I mean there's a lot of good stuff here, and they can work towards next week.
Sometimes it's who makes the big plays at the right time, and that was the case tonight. Markins definitely made some adjustments on his routes to come get those footballs. The first one was huge because it was 4th and 9. He didn't come up with that, and it's a turnover on downs, and it's still 0-0. Playing with the cushion, I think, helped our guys relax a little bit and pick up the 22-0 victory. So we're going to sign off here in a minute. Again, thanks for joining in to the live stream. Final score again tonight is 22-0 in favor of the Minerva Lions. We'll be back next Friday night for Week 10, the final game of the season against United. So for Maddie and John here in the booth, we will see you next week. Have a great night, everybody.